city put out a COVID-19 recommendation because we do have some citizens concerned about shopping, and what it's doing is encouraging businesses to think about an option of maybe opening up an hour early for our vulnerable populations after the store's been properly sanitized, employees wearing masks and customers wearing masks. And that way we can try to keep some of these dollars here in town, where other cities and other businesses are doing. Just something to consider, and by all means, it's not a mandate, but just to help some citizens have a peace of mind. Because again, some people have varying degrees of how concerned they are about the situation.
Yeah. Well, and it all comes back to those two words: shop local, and support our businesses now and whenever we can.
Yes, sir. And when you get out and about, the people are encouraged to be outside, get some of that good old vitamin D. There's research that shows that's good for you in a number of ways. Mm-hmm. And Carla McDonald of our own Eden Appearance Commission, she and other groups of the commission have plans to yarn bomb the town.
Oh boy!
And it sounds like a mouthful, but what it is wrapping fabric, whether it be crochet, macrame, or what have you, around uncommon objects that you wouldn't think that would be wrapped with a fabric. They have plans to do both the Draper section of Eden and also downtown around Washington Street. And they've already started at Grogan Park. If you've not seen it, Mike, it's worth a walk out here.
Oh, wow. I'll check it out.
To come in the main entrance, there's some poles that have been wrapped and some benches that have been done and some trees. So it's really nice and colorful, and on a cloudy day, it might brighten your mood a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I need to connect with those people and do a program. Sounds like.
I will get you the information.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds good. All right. Now, so yard bomb for the city.
That's right.
Okay.
There's some other things that are going on. Some of the businesses are in transition right now. The Rockingham Community College Brewery Science Program is moving some of their operations back over to RCC, but they have also been using one of those buildings. I think it's 649, or it's either 649 or 651 Washington Street, as a continuing education GED classroom. Mm-hmm. And they're going to be moving that classroom over to the Boulevard to 241 events.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes. And they'll be during when classes are normally shut down in the summertime is when they're going to move that equipment over. So the owner at 241 has got a space in the front of that building, which is absolutely perfect for this teaching exercise, and just excited to get some more activity on the Boulevard now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. When will that be taking place? Soon?
Yeah, they're going to be moved out of their classroom on Washington Street by the end of June. So June 30th is the absolute last day that they'll be there. Mm-hmm. And as long as they get the technology put into place over the next few weeks, they'll be able to come out with a new semester that starts in the fall.
And that opens up some prime real estate right downtown in Old Leaksville.
That's exactly right. And you know what, Mike, there's been such an interest in that prime real estate in Leaksville right now that, Dave Wall, that's working on his restaurant at the former Ralph Barrow building at the corner of Washington and Patrick. And poor Dave's got the best problem in the world. He's got those 4 spaces on the Patrick Street side that if he were able to finish his construction today, he would have all 4 of those leased tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
So we've got a nice problem that we need. We need some more of those buildings rehabbed so that we can move in businesses. Again, businesses owners want to be here. They want to open up right now. They see they see the good things happening, and it seems to be the prime time for development there.
Mm-hmm. It really does, yeah. And you mentioned the two, really three new businesses have just opened in Old Leaksville, and that's always encouraging. So, people are ready to get back to work.
That's exactly right. You know, the right beside the coffee shop, Leslie and Trey White are about to finish up. All they've got is some minor details to work on with their meadery and Tapas Room. So as soon as but unfortunately, you know, that's one of those businesses that it's a little tougher to do takeout. So they're waiting for the governor's restrictions to lift so that they can open up and hit the ground running.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you know, in these businesses, just the few that you've mentioned are so unique and something that no one else has.
Exactly, and you know, a lot of this has been made possible by that Bridge Street parking lot that we put in.
Mm-hmm.
I was excited. You know, one of the things we met with Duke Energy a few months ago to talk about additional lighting in the back, and Duke said, "Well, hey, we can do better than lighting. Let's replace all these existing poles, clean up some of this electrical back here, and some of this wiring, streamline it a little bit, make sure that we have the correct type of power going into each of these buildings, and possibly whatever is needed in the future." So if you go back there, and that former Coca-Cola warehouse has got new siding on it, so it's really starting to brighten up in that section of town where that pedestrian walkway connects it to Washington Street.
Yeah, that's a neat little area to just watch, and I hope someone's taking before pictures, because as that progresses, the after pictures are really going to be neat.
They really are.
Yeah.
And because that momentum is moving forward, investors don't mind. It's not as much of a risk to them. You know, it's really tough if you're the first one coming into an area, because it's really, really iffy. But it's easy to come in as the last investor in an area because you know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
So we're getting to the point now where some of the last few investors are able to fill those spaces. So it should be a lot easier. It's one of those self-fulfilling prophecies.
Yeah. Well, thanks to those who have come forward early and who've come before us. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Well, this is a very positive momentum here that you've shared with us in a lot of ways, and I always appreciate that, and appreciate you and your hard work in unusual times now, Randy Hunt.
Well, Mike, I appreciate your interest in it. You genuinely have your finger on the pulse of this community, and I appreciate everything you do for Rockingham County.
Oh, you're very kind, and we appreciate that hard work, too. And I know everyone behind the scenes, Cindy Adams and I have talked recently and looking at hopefully some things getting back on the event schedule. And I know the mayor and I, Neville Hall, have a program here on Mike Moore Media coming up on Friday. That's the fourth Friday of the month that we've started that new segment with the mayor. And I'm hoping he may have some good news about city manager. Can you give us a little clue there? Has someone been selected, or is that still in the process?
Mike, I really like my job.
I'll be talking with the mayor Friday.
Well, I'll tell you what. You and I, we spoke a little bit about something big, something huge for our downtown, and I'm not in a position to speak about it today. Mm-hmm. But you should ask the mayor about it Friday.
I'll hit him with that one first thing.
You should ask him about it Friday. We may have some big news Friday.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that tease. Thank you, Randy.
All right. Thank you, Mike.
I appreciate it. Have a great week. All right. Bye. Randy Hunt is the manager of the Main Street program for the City of Eden. And I'm Mike Moore. Thank you for listening.